What's up, YouTube? It's Eric, a Lions fan. Thanks for clicking on the video. Last night, I sat down and watched the Tigers play against the Cleveland Indians. And as you can tell by the title, it says same stuff, different day, or same story, different outcome, or I can't even really remember what I even put on here. But more or less what it is kind of when I sat down and watch the Tigers, I see kind of the same stuff happen over and over and over again. Now, granted, I didn't see Turnbull pitch. Apparently, he pitched a pretty good game. He only had 2 runs and 6+ innings. And I think Gardenhire pulled him out. And he only had like 85 pitches, which I'm surprised Gardenhire pulled him at that pitch point or at that pitch count in that 6th inning there. But I kind of picked it up when the Tigers started bringing in their bullpen, and that's the kind of the big thing, along with the offensive output here. The Tigers really need to focus on pitching, and they need to focus on defense. I mean, the Tigers are just a mess right now. You can't really kind of pinpoint one thing with the Tigers of what it is. But right now, you just got to get the defense up to the point of, kind of knowing the situations and all that. And Freeman's bunt, right at about, I think it was the bottom of the 6th inning there, where it had 2 outs, and I can't remember who was on third for the Indians. But anyway, he sold from second to third, and Freeman laid down the bunt and beat out the play and allowed the run to score. They caught the Tigers sleeping. You kind of got to know the situation and whatnot, and be kind of ready for anything. Now, I know that Jimenez probably should have been over to the bag to cover first, or he kind of could have went around, caught the ball, and tagged him right there. I mean, he had quite a bit of room to kind of do what he needed to do there. I think the best thing would have been to maybe catch the ball and try to tag him out. That would have been the best, probably been the best play, because the second baseman over there, I can't remember who plays second. I don't think it's Goodrum last night who played, but anyway, kind of getting back to, but that second baseman had quite a ways to travel to get to the bag. But again, you have to be ready for every and all situations right there. You can't be sitting there sleeping, and that play kind of ended up blowing the game open there. The Tigers had 17 strikeouts, which is far, far too many strikeouts for this team, whether they were swinging or whether they were standing there. That's far too many. I kept seeing the same thing over and over and over again. They swing at bad pitches. They swing at balls way out of the strike zone to try to stay into the count. If something's like 2 or 3 feet off the plate, what are you doing swinging the baseball bat? I'm just kind of going right there and putting that out there. Honestly, I don't know how to. I don't know how to fix the Tigers. I'll be honest. I'm not Al Avila, which, again, I'm not a big fan of him getting extended with. Still had a year plus left on his contract, and Chris Ilitch kind of wants to go ahead and extend him for a couple more years, which I think that's a bad move. But, I'm not the owner of the Tigers. But the Tigers kind of really are in a dire situation here. They very well could lose 120 games to be the worst team ever in baseball, because the Tigers are bad. They're bad. Nick Castellanos really is the only one who even really gives a damn. I wanted to say gives a shit, but you could enter what kind of expletive you want to put in there. He's really the only one who gives a damn. I think he's just kind of playing out his contract, and when his contract's done, he's going to say, "Adios, Tigers, I'm out of here," which I don't think any Detroit player would blame him if the Tigers are still in the situation that they're in, and I'll kind of get to that here in just a little bit. Yeah, I mean, the Tigers are just bad. They're just bad. They need help in pitching. They need help on the offensive end, and they need help for some of the defense. They need to have the defense wake up. As I've said before, I think the Tigers actually need to play some tough love here, and maybe the coaching staff kind of needs to kind of buckle down, because they're young kids, and I know Nick Castellanos would probably be the exception here, and perhaps Miguel Cabrera, but even I don't think Miguel Cabrera is even near the player that he was for the Tigers. I think he's a shell of his former self. But maybe to kind of give some tough love, maybe chew a little ass, maybe even you have to chew a little ass in the dugout. Kind of tell these kids, look, you're not in a learning stage of minor league baseball, where you can probably get away with some of the stuff that happened today. I don't know, guys. It's just frustration coming into play here. You guys know I'm a big Tigers fan. and it's very, very hard to watch the Tigers right now. And I really haven't watched them since, goodness, I think this is the last time I even watched the Tigers was probably in April or May is probably when it was. So it's been a good month plus since I've sat down and watched the Tigers play baseball. The Tigers are really bad. Like I said, they need a whole lot of work to kind of go their way. You can tell Jack Morris and the other announcer were getting frustrated because it was the same, kind of seemed to be the same stuff, different day for the Tigers. Pitching is kind of awful. I mean, they only scored 2 runs last night, 2 or 3 runs last night, which is not going to get you to win a baseball game, especially with the defense that you're putting out there. The Tigers are bad all around, guys. And it's going to be a while for the Tigers to get back to being anywhere near a competitive state. My guess is probably 5 years plus, and by that time, Gardenhire will probably get fired. But if the Tigers are 2 or 3 years in and Gardenhire's fired, and they look like they're pretty much the same team as what's out here today, I actually blame management on that. I blame Alavilla and I blame Chris Ilitch. But I mean, a lot can happen over the next 2 years, so I'm starting to ramble on here, guys. I apologize. But it's really frustrating to watch the Tigers play baseball, being that I'm a baseball fan more than I am a Lions fan or any kind of thing like that. I'm a big baseball fan, and it's very, very hard to watch your team play and look this bad and they've been looking this bad for at least 2 years now, and it's essentially the same team. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I'm going to get ready to go to work. Guys, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Please consider hitting that subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell notification so you guys get more videos just like this one. All right, guys, it's 7 a.m. here on the Eastern Time Zone for the 18th of July. Time to make that money. Guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope to see you guys again soon. Deuces. Take care, guys.